So as I said, we're going to kind of do half of two different experiments today. I'm going to show you half of some water testing that we're going to do, and then we're going to set up an experiment for chemical weathering to kind of see how that works. So, and then the other thing we're going to look at is we're going to set up an experiment for chemical weathering. The thing is that this takes a while, so it's not really going to have as big of an effect today, just during class. It's going to be something that needs to sit out a while, so it will be more interesting to look at on Thursday. So I have a bunch of different materials. No, not right now, Caroline. So I have a bunch of different materials. I have some vinegar, okay, and any vinegar will do. So if you have vinegar at home that you want to use, you can. And then I have some other stuff. So I have rocks in a jar. I put some cardboard in a jar. See how that goes? I have some chalk in a jar. Oh, Joshua, it's working for you now? I have some aluminum foil. I have pennies, and I put a couple other coins in here too. So pennies and some other coins. And then I have toothpicks for wood. You can smell my pennies, Abdullah. Got some powerful nose power there. Oh, it's a meme, Alex. So I'm just going to set up the vinegar for you guys, and then like I said, we're going to look at it more later. Okay, so which one should we start with? Let's see. Do you want to start with the water tests, or do you want to start with the vinegar chemical weathering stuff? Okay, giving you a quick poll. Jack is here. Okay, so we'll start with the vinegar stuff. So we'll get that set up. So there's nothing for notes today. Your science work this week is kind of separate from this. It's to do that coaster creator game where you build a roller coaster. So you don't have to take any notes on this stuff. I will probably do some more discussion on physical and chemical weathering later, and you might have a little worksheet to do with that like next week, but not today. Okay, so I have my vinegar, and what I'm going to do is pour it over each of these different things. So what I'm thinking about, let me go ahead and stop my screen. What I'm thinking about is like what is going to be affected by the vinegar. So you guys can just type yes or no as I go through, and we'll just kind of make a prediction. Will the rocks be affected by the vinegar? So will they wear down at all or be affected by the vinegar? Yes or no? And it's just a guess, so it doesn't matter. And remember, we're not going to know today necessarily. So if people at the end of class are like, I told you it wouldn't do anything, well, you know what? Might happen later. Okay, so people think no right now. So here is the vinegar. I just had it covering my rocks. Okay, smells terrible. All right, and now I have my cardboard. What do you think? Cardboard, will it be affected by vinegar? Yes or no? You can just type yes or no, whatever you think. All right, it's wet. I don't know what else is going to happen to it, but right now it's wet. Okay, what about my wood? What about my wood? So I just have pieces of toothpicks. Yes or no? Is it going to be affected by vinegar? Is the vinegar going to cause it to break down more? Remember, nobody knows, so you're just making guesses. Okay, so my toothpicks are swimming in a little vinegar now. All right, what about the aluminum foil? This is a metal. What do you think? Yes or no? Aluminum foil. Will it be affected by vinegar or not? Alex, yes, lots of yeses. Okay, let me see. You know what this one is? That's the chalk. Yeah, it's fizzing. Can you hear it? Okay, so the chalk, I don't know, is the chalk being affected by the vinegar? I think so. Okay, what about the coins? Coins? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, so here's my aluminum foil. Here are my coins. They're just hanging out. Okay, and so I'm just going to be seeing what happens over time. Now, the immediate reaction, I can see that, of course, the cardboard got wet and my toothpicks got wet, and the chalk has the most drastic change. Definitely the most drastic change. Sterling?
Did you wash like the coins and the rocks before you did this, or like did you like leave them?
I did not. Good question.
I think that maybe like the chemical change from the vinegar, or not the chemical change, the vinegar against the coins and the rocks. Like maybe if there was dirt on the rocks, it might have fizzed more than regular.
So maybe there will be some interaction not with the coins or the rocks themselves, but what's on the coins and the rocks. All right, I'll drop in another chalk so you can watch it. It's kind of fun. So you can watch it if you can see it. It kind of fall apart. Can you see what's on the bottom? So I don't know if you can tell what's all at the bottom, but it's all like this this chunky chalk stuff. Can you see how it all fell apart into these little pieces? Kind of crazy. So it's like been eaten away, and there's just these like chunks of stuff. So it looks, I should have brought a spoon over. Go get a spoon real quick. Okay. So that's what it looks like. So these like, you can, it's kind of falling in like little chunks. So if you can see all the little grains, I know it looks kind of gross, but that's chalk. It just is now, has vinegar in it. It does kind of look like concrete, doesn't it? In a weird way. I wish that you could see the tiny pieces to it, because there's like, it looks almost shredded. All right, so part